Hey YouTube, today I wanted to talk to you about my Frost River Explorer duffel bag. And I thought it was really important for me to make this video because as of the filming of this, there are only several videos on YouTube talking about Frost River products, and this will be the first one talking about the Explorer duffel bag. So Frost River as a whole is a company that's really focused on people who like to do things outdoors. And a lot of their bags are made for bushcrafters or kayakers or other people who like to do things outdoors. But this is one of their bags that can be used by people who go outdoors or people who don't go outdoors. And so for me, I'm not a very outdoorsy type person, and this gets a lot of use going up to Philadelphia or New York City, where it spends a lot of its time in trains and cabs compared to being in the woods. So what I want to do with this video is talk to you about the materials that Frost River uses on their bags, the design of this bag and the things that I really like about it, and then I'll talk to you about the capacity and what it can hold and the types of things that I put in it during my trips. And then finally I'll tell you about some other options. If you're interested in this bag, you might be interested in some other products that are similar, and I'll discuss the pros and cons of this bag versus some of its nearest competitors. Alright, so let's get into talking about the quality of the bag and things I like about the construction. Alright, so let's talk about the materials of this bag. The first thing you'll notice is that the whole bag is made out of waxed canvas. And this is a very rugged and durable material that is water resistant because it has this wax coating, and as well as very durable and tear resistant because this cotton, or this canvas, is very strong. And this is kind of the ethos of the Frost River company as a whole, because like I said, that they're really like to make products for outdoors people and people who are going to be really hard using their bags. So these two attributes of water repellent and a tough bag are very important to them. So the next most important thing, in my opinion, are these webbing straps. So these are 2 inches of a woven material, and they're very strong. And they go from underneath, they start here, and they go underneath the bag, and they go actually in between this material and the material on the inside, and then it comes out on the other side. So this is all one loop of handle material. And that way you have a strong carrying ability, and it's not going to rip away from the bag because you're carrying it from underneath. I really like that because, as I said, you won't have anything ripping away from the bag like you may in some other bags. And then they also use the 2-inch cotton webbing on their shoulder strap, which is very comfortable. So they also have an option of buying a shoulder pad made out of leather, which is a new option. They didn't have that when I purchased that, but I think that's a really good idea. And you'll see that the attachment points are made out of brass. So these are going to be very resistant to breakage and to rusting, which is going to be nice, especially, like I said, if you're going to be outdoors. And then, so you have these leather attachment points for your grip here in the front, on the front pouch, and then on the back for the rain flap. And this is a tough leather that's made out of boot leather, actually, and that's going to also be very resistant to wear over time, which is great. So the construction of the bag is very interesting. We basically have 2 pieces that run along either side, and they meet up here in the middle where we have the zipper. And then underneath are 2 more pieces of canvas. So there's 1 piece here, and then you have the straps, and then you have another piece. So this is a double, it's like a double waxed canvas bottom. And then you see the stitching here where the bottom meets the sides. And then you also have waxed canvas on both ends here. So this is going to be a durable bag for a couple of reasons. One, the waxed canvas is a durable material, and then you only have a couple of stitching points where the bag could break. And the stitching themselves is very well done and is very tightly stitched, so I don't think you'll have any problems there. Then on the top we have this rain flap, or dust cover, which covers your zipper and also helps with the water resistance and keeping out any dust and debris. And then we have these large zippers, which are quite nice and are also seem very sturdy. Then in the front there's a pouch here, which can be pulled open or enclosed, which is nice for having either electronic items or maybe just some other items that didn't fit into the main compartment. On this end is a slip pocket, which goes the full length of the end here. It's nice for putting in bottles or what have you. Umbrella too, I've used that for, small umbrella. And then a pull handle there, which is actually I found very useful when I'm on a train and I want to throw it over top of the top compartment or pull it down from the top compartment. Alright, so that's the construction of the bag. And then, so now I'll tell you about all the things that I fit in it usually when I go traveling. So it's interesting, when I purchased this bag, I was really expecting it to be a bag that I could use for 3 nights or maybe 4 nights, and that's probably about it. But as I started using it more and more, I was able to really put in a whole week's worth of clothing. So over the holidays, during the Christmas and New Year's holiday, I was able to put in enough clothes in there to last me about 8 days actually. And what I have here packed now is similar to what I had packed then. So the way I do it is I put all my socks in this front compartment, and I have 8 pairs of socks stuffed in here. And then in the main body, the main part of the bag, I can fit 8 pairs of boxers, 8 t-shirts, sweatpants, sweatshirt, a pair of jeans, and let's see, 3 dress shirts, like 3 polo type shirts, and my toiletries bag, my DOP kit. That's just all what's inside here. And then I can also fit, in this slip pocket, I usually put my shampoo, like a full-size bottle of shampoo, and a full-size bottle of Listerine. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll need for most 6 or 7 day outings, which is really nice, because we'll talk about later, this bag is only a couple $100. And so I was really excited about that. When I do travel for a smaller period, like 3 or 4 days, I'll have a little bit differently set up. So in that case, I'll put everything inside here. Everything I just mentioned, my socks and my Listerine bottle or my shampoo bottle, I'll put it in here. And then in the front compartment, I'll put anything that I might need for like my travels. So if I have any tickets, if I'm taking train tickets or maybe a map or things of that nature, I'll also put in my GPS and my iPod and headphones. Everything will go in here. And then I'll put, in here I'll put a umbrella, so I can fit one of these small compact umbrellas in here, as well as I have like a sunglass case that I'll stick in here too. So this is a really good size for medium long durations, or even longer durations, like I said, up to a week or so. And I've found that they carries very well. So even when it's weighed down with a lot of clothing or even some electronics, it carries very well. You can carry it on a single shoulder, but I usually carry it across body, like one shoulder and then on the hip of the other. And it carries very nicely, and I've been very happy with the sizes. So now, I guess with that, we'll talk about other bags that you may be interested in if you are looking at this Explorer duffel bag. Alright, so let's talk about some other companies that you may be interested in if you're thinking about buying the Frost River Explorer duffel bag. So 2 companies that come to mind are Duluth Pack as well as Filson. And I think Filson is going to have a stronger competition with Frost River than Duluth Pack. So I'm going to focus in on the Filson bag that is most similar to the Explorer duffel bag we have here. So the Filson large duffel bag is the one I'll be talking about, and it contains a volume of 5,400 cubic inches. So that means you have 5,400 cubic inches in order to stuff your clothes into. By comparison, the Frost River bag can hold a volume of 6,200 cubic inches. So there's the Frost River bag can hold a substantial amount more than the Filson bag. And there's also quite a bit of a price gap there too. So the Filson bag is going to be $360 compared to this Frost River bag, which is going to run you $210. So that's a gap of $150, and that's also quite substantial considering the prices that we're talking about here. And value-wise, again, Frost River is going to come out on top. So Frost River, when you purchase this large Explorer duffel bag, you get 30 cubic inches for every dollar that you spend. When you compare that to Filson, you only get 15 cubic inches for every dollar you spend. So again, the value is really going to be with Frost River in this large Explorer duffel bag here. So that's why I really went with it, and I'm really happy with it. Like I said earlier, it has very high quality construction, and the materials are very nice, and I think it's going to be very durable and reliable. However, if for some reason you decided to go with Filson, they also have a very high reputation of durability and reliance in their products, and I think you'll be very happy with them. But for my money and for my needs, the Frost River bag was the one I went with, and like I said, I'm very happy with that decision. So with that, this concludes the end of my Frost River review of the Explorer duffel bag. And if you think I did a good job, if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Those always put a smile on my face. So that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them, and thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.